You're telling me we've been out here starving like dogs and you've got flipping cake in your bag.
Is the camera rolling? Because I don't want to get angry for no reason, my brother.
Yes, now it is.
Am I in focus?
Yes, of course you are.
Up the Denmarks, alright? Now listen, yeah? Why is there no food in the fridge? Let's just keep it on buck.
Because I messed up the order.
You messed up the order for the second time.
You've been holding cake in your bag.
I've been holding cake in my bag.
I'm hungry, bro.
I only just clocked this was in here, you know? Like, for real, like, I've got cake. Grandma gave me cake.
Chocolate cake. That looks like a...
Big ass brick.
That looks like
no, because it was a family birthday that I forgot to go to, and then there's just bare extra cake.
Was there other food as well?
Nah, nothing else left over. It doesn't seem.
Do you know what? I don't even want to say I'm hungry on camera, bro. You know they're just gonna make the
Woo!
fact.
Look at all this. Sponge and the chocolate and look at that.
Eat in front of a fat boy. That's nice.
You're not fat. You're overweight. But that's not why I've done that.
There's no difference. The fuck? You're taking that piss. You're enjoying yourself, aren't you?
Nah. I wanna get a Hancock joke in here, but I feel like I'm moments past.
You just did it. Don't do it and then like, oh, I want to get a joke in. You just mentioned Hancock. Just be real with it.
Same. I don't want to do it now. I'm gonna leave it. Alright, let's just leave it.
Oh, you're above the Hancock jokes now. Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm above it. Everybody's doing it on the internet. I'm above it. I don't even know what happened. I didn't even realise that he left his wife and kids and joined Gino.
He's a nasty guy, though.
A nasty guy. Imagine doing that though. Seriously, as a health minister.
Giving out.
You tell everybody. Listen. You see at funerals, don't hug your loved ones because it's COVID and we're not trying to, have the disease spread and all this kind of stuff. And then you go and start, rubbing up your genitals up against Gina.
You're a married man, married man.
To be fair, that's not really transmitting because it's hands and mouth, not downstairs.
Nah, man, that brother looked like he was going up.
He did ban us from having sex, didn't he? This two double cheating, crossing motherfucker. This guy is unbelievable.
You weren't having sex anyway. No, that's for the fat joke.
Run the clip. You're too bad. No, that was terrible. I can't believe you just did me like that.
Perfect.
Yo, my people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another video. And to be fair, it's been a while since we've been doing this. I hope you guys are familiar with your surroundings. It's been a while. The apple juice is here. The photo is here. The mic. We got some cake, as you saw earlier. Do you know what I mean? I got a nice, real Denmark kit. Not a replica. Not like it came in a package, some sort of all Euro teams. No, of course not. This is real, right? Of course it is. Right? 100%. And why am I repping Denmark today? Because Andreas Christensen had an absolute brilliant performance, as he has for the whole Euros. And this is my opportunity to just do a video dedicated to just him. Tell the story of Andreas, the come up. Because I'm not going to lie to you on this channel, I have had my doubts. I have had my moments of weakness where I have doubted this Danish Maldini, as they call him. But now I'm ready to accept that he is a superior defender to Ruben Dias. I'm ready. It's been a while coming. It's not me. That's what the TL says. I'm not involved.
Danish Maldini? You just... Who? Who's coming up with these things?
Twitter. It's not me, I swear. It's me. Anyway, so moving on. Let's just start with the build-up, okay? Because, like I said, this is a player that had a lot of promise. He went on loan to Mönchengladbach in Germany, 2-year loan, ball-playing, composed, calm central defender from Denmark. Come up through the Chelsea youth system. We had our hopes, we had our promise. John Terry doing quotes, talking about he's the next big thing out of the academy. And it's been an up and down, journey with Christensen. It's been difficult. But here we are, Champions League winner, and leading Denmark to the quarterfinals of Euro 2020, Euro 2021. I don't know what it's up to you. Your own preference at that point, It's just confusing to me why they couldn't just change the branding. Maybe, I'm not going to get into it. The 0 at the end with the N-E? You could have done that. Did that not occur to them when they did the branding for this tournament?
Probably not.
Idiots. Anyway, moving on. But in between the high and us just bringing him through the academy, there's been a lot in between. So let's get into it. I mean, first of all, you've got the first loan. Like I said, Mönchengladbach does great, 2 years, impresses everybody in Germany, but he could very well be a continental type defender. What I mean by that is a Gerard Piqué. Doesn't do great at Man United or in the Premier League, but goes to Barcelona, goes home, goes onto the continent, and the style of play and the way that they move the ball around suits him. Maybe less aerial duels, less physicality in those leagues at times. Kind of like a Kepa to a Premier League move, more used to the La Liga, less challenging, cross collections, whatever you have. That could suit Christensen. Maybe he's a continental type defender. That's what it was looking like. But the first season under Conte, I was looking back at the stats and I'm actually quite shocked. 40 appearances, young player of the year as well, under Conte in the FA Cup win. So, a good year for him as a young defender. Then you have the Sarri season. And to my surprise, he didn't make as many appearances as I thought. 15 appearances, but from what I remember in that season, I thought he was pretty good when he came in for either Rudiger or Luiz, who were clearly the first choice options being more experienced. But Rudiger and Luiz back then were kind of erratic. They were kind of crazy. Yes, we defended well as a team, but they would make individual errors. You guys remember David Luiz, right? Yeah, he can be a little bit crazy in the head, cuckoo, right? Christensen was the calming influence. And whenever he came into that back line for the rare times that he did, I always felt like he was a calming influence, a composed young man who did his thing. In a back four, by the way. So the question marks, like I said, we're getting to them, but the back four. Then under Lampard, I think his value kind of dropped. And how could I forget the Barcelona moment, of course, where he passes it across the box, and that is probably his lowest point of his Chelsea career, which he has now recovered from. The Lampard era, he's very much in and out the team. We know he favoured Zuma, even Tomori at the start of the stint, Thiago Silva in the second season. We had Rudiger as well. So many other defenders. But now we're getting into the crunch time. Since Thomas Tuchel has come in, this guy has been a revelation, people. He has absolutely swayed me. 180. In January, I said, it's all good. He hasn't got a grip of this defense the same way Hancock has a grip of Gina. He doesn't have that. I had to do it. I had no choice. I had no choice. He didn't have a grip on the defense. And remember, I was calling these defenders secondary defenders. Tomori, Rudiger, Christensen, Zuma. Secondary defenders that need a leader alongside. Thiago Silva has now since been that leader. And there are still places to improve with Christensen, which we'll get to next. And let me make this very clear. Despite winning the Champions League, Rudiger, Christensen, until Thiago Silva goes, we won't know whether you can really step up to that next level. And that next level is Thiago Silva. Whether you can lead a defense in a back four or three. But right now, you're doing a great job with the system, your own personal growth, and obviously the manager giving you instructions and whatnot. But now we're getting into it. This run under Thomas Tuchel, since that game against Tottenham where Thiago Silva came off, he has to come in, deep end. Thiago Silva's pulled up, hamstring injury, out the team. Christensen comes in, dives in, and it's serious now. We're away at Tottenham, we need a win. And we keep the clean sheet, his brother comes on, and Lord and behold, the way he starts his Chelsea, fantastic form with Silva's injury, is the same way he ends it, with Silva also going off injured against Manchester City in the Champions League final, and he comes on again and keeps the clean sheet. See the way that links up? Beautiful, isn't it? He was incredible. Middle of the back three, and also on the right side of the back three, making those entry passes into midfield, bypassing the press. He's been brilliant. Honestly, he's stood up to the test. And maybe it's my fault and many others. In January, I kind of called for him to maybe leave. I didn't really feel like this was going to be the right club for him or the right league for him. But he was only, 25, 24. That's very young for a centre-back. They don't reach their prime until their late 20s, early 30s. So that's maybe just a bit of impatience on my part and the fan base. He's really coming into his own now. He's like a man. He was a young man, and now he's a man. Now he's a man. He's 1 year older than me. God knows what I could be doing at 25. Who knows? The possibilities are limitless, right?
Let your parents down very much so. The way you're looking for something to throw.
I was actually looking for a glass of water. Anyway. But yeah, he's been on a terrific run under Tuchel. Like I said, we've been keeping clean sheets. The defense and the foundations have been clear, right? That's been the strength of this team. Now, going into the Euros of Denmark, he scored an absolute screamer a screamer of a goal in the last game of the group. Now he's led Denmark to a win over Wales. Again, progressing to the quarterfinals. And again, I'm going to put up some images. This is a little bit editing. The image of him before at Chelsea and now with Denmark. You can see the growth in terms of the physical stature. He really has, he's beefed up a little bit. Maybe he's just coming into his own now as a man, fully filling out as a young person. He really has grown a lot. Mentally, remember he used to get, a little bit sick in games or just a little bit before the matches get nervous and all those things. Those seem to be way out the way now. And the projections for Christensen is interesting, right? Just to wrap up, people. I want to see two things from him. One, the positioning, the awareness, the composure, the passing has always been top-notch. Now the physicality is coming as well, and he's starting to engage in these duels and win them and do very well consistently in these duels. That's fantastic. Next thing I want to see is goals. You scored a screamer for Denmark, but where are your goals for Chelsea? Let's see you getting up for corners and winning those headers. Let's see that now. Let's see some goals from defense, like the good old days. Ivanovic, Cahill, Terry, all those guys. Alex, let's see that. So that's the next step. And the final step is, like I said, being that primary leading centre-back at a top club like Chelsea consistently year in, year out. We got Mark Gahey coming through. We got Mbayamba coming through. We got Colwell, who's just gone on loan to Huddleston. Young, promising centre-backs. You're smiling. We have the best academy in the league. Young, promising centre-backs. 18, 19, and 20 that are coming through over the next couple of years, and they're going to need someone to guide them, someone to lead them, someone to hold them, someone to love. Taking it too far. Pause. The point is, Christensen, this is your time to shine. You're 25 years old, and the keys to the castle are yours, sir. If you want them. I'm done. All right, so that was my spiel. That was my point. Christensen, keep up the great work. Looking forward to seeing you next season. People that have their worries about you going to a back four, it's too cool. I'm sure he's going to be fine. He's shown that he can do it in previous, like I said, Conte, Young Player of the Year, and that was a back three. Germany. Don't look that up because I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure at Mönchengladbach he's playing in a back four. Anyway, the point is, it's been a good video. I've just told you a quick summary of the story of Christensen from a young boy into a man. He's been brilliant. I'm looking forward to the progression in the future. Why are you laughing behind the camera, sir?
I'm just saying it's going to be interesting when he's sold to Southampton in 1 year.
You continue to underrate my people, and I don't like it. Anyway, people, that's been my video based and dedicated to Andreas Christensen. I feel like he deserves it, and he does. That's about it. I don't really remember how I used to wrap these up, but you know where you are. You know what play button app you're on. You know where the buttons are. You know what to hit. You know how to help me out. I'm not going to tell you how, because you know what you're doing here. I don't need to do that. I'm not going to be patronizing. You know what you're doing, so you do what you need to do. And I'll see you next time. In a bit. Let's have some cake.